Ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think should happen to someone that's been convicted of a crime 72 times? They keep getting out of jail. They douse one in gasoline, light her on fire. What do y'all think should happen to that person? Do y'all think something should happen? Well, it got the president's attention, and here's what he had to say. Good day, my American reform brothers and sisters. Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You watch my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Follow me up here. Follow me down here. Click this because it helps me. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification that will bring on the drop box for you to select all notifications. Lastly, do not forget to check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Father, and everything I ask you to do on this channel, do over there. Do not be alarmed. I know y'all like, Ty, what's going on? You sound different. Yeah, it's called a lot of speaking. It's called medically laryngitis, something that you get when you do a lot of talking. Basically, you raise your voice a lot and you kind of do a little bit of irritation to your vocal cords, which is what y'all are hearing come out of me right now. So yeah, I got to talk in my I have to talk in my sexy voice now. Yeah, I got to get my Barry White on. No, but we had a back and forth at a little get together the other night. A lot of women in there, and it was really fun. We were talking in real time. We were battling in real time. So he finally caught up to me a little bit. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, you guys all heard the beginning of this. This man has been convicted 72 times. Lights a woman on fire, poured gasoline on her, chased her and lit her on fire. Now she's in the hospital fighting for her life. At the same time, Mayor Brandon Johnson, of all these different things that we've been talking about that's happening in Chicago, want to try to say it's an isolated event. It's an isolated event. That's an isolated event. 14-year-old boy shot down at the Christmas tree lighting. It's an isolated event. It doesn't happen all the time. Woman lit on fire. That's an isolated event. We don't do murders in Chicago. Woman get beat by elementary students. That's just an isolated event. Kids don't fight at school. Yeah, well, guess what? It made its way to President Trump, and he has something to say about it on top of some other things with the governor of Illinois, Jelly Belly Pritzker as well. Check it out.
You saw all the crime that took place last night, the night before. The woman with the burning, they burned the woman. To be talking about that now, they burned this beautiful woman riding in a train. A man was arrested 72 times. 72 times, think of that. And they'll let him out again. The liberal judges will let him out again. But we're ready to go. You know, we've been moving toward Chicago. We have a governor that thinks it's wonderful that only like 7 people were killed this week. But we are moving toward doing it, and we're going to, if crime gets, it's horrible what's happening in Chicago. We could make Chicago a safe city in a period of 4 weeks. In a period of 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, it would be totally safe. And the people of Chicago want us to go there. And if you look at the crime that's taken place in Chicago in the last 2 weeks, just take a look. It's on the front page of every newspaper. It's out of control. The mayor is incompetent, and the governor is a big fat slob. He ought to invite us in. Say, please make Chicago safe. We're going to lose a great city if we don't do it quickly. Make Chicago. We'll do the same thing as we did in D.C., the same thing as we did everywhere we've gone. It's become almost instantly safe. And I want to do it in Chicago. So, Governor Pritzker, if you're listening, let's get your act together. Invite us in. We're going to make your place so safe. You're not going to have these crimes that are making the newspapers and the front page of every newspaper and television story, news story. Will make Chicago a safe place very quickly. I looked at the various cases, granting mercy, discovering that the terrible trauma that everyone's going through. And I had a little bit of a Pritzker joke. I was going to talk about Pritzker and size, but when I talk about Pritzker, I get angry because he's not letting us do the job. So I'm not going to tell my Pritzker joke. They have a very cute little joke, you know. Some speechwriter wrote some joke about his weight. But I would never want to talk about his weight. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it. On a more serious note, as we gather around the dinner table, I'd like to lose a few pounds too, by the way. And I'm not going to lose it on Thanksgiving, I can tell you that, because I'm going to have a turkey, but it's not going to be that one. I hope all Americans will have the chance to enjoy the fellowship of family and friends and renew our faith in God's providence. 1 year ago, we were a dead country 1 year ago. The King of Saudi Arabia said it to me. He said it to me actually 4 months ago when I was in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE. He said, 1 year ago, the United States was a dead country, and now you've got the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am interrupting this video right now because we are back around to that time again, and I know it has flown. This is the time where I do my thing every single year, my annual Christmas for Kids, where you who are the watchers right now can donate and be able to help children who are less fortunate this year have a good Christmas. We had a huge turnout last year, and I'm looking forward to having a huge turnout this year. And the way that you can donate is by going to PayPal right up there, or you can donate through Cash App. And these proceeds are going strictly all to children who are less fortunate this Christmas. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And guys, it's right around the corner. To all of you that are going to be giving, thank you and God bless you. Looking forward to this.
Why is it that he's still walking around?
So the laws of the judges, you mentioned the prosecutor. Mike Tobin referred to this. Put it on screen here. This is from the Cook County judge. I can't keep everybody in jail because the state's attorney wants me to, end quote.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, I mean, that's exactly my point. She's saying, you know what, I'm constrained by the law. She's probably referring to the Illinois Safety Act, which was an act signed by Governor Pritzker that mimics all the worst idea of New York State's bail reforms. And I can go down around, raise the age, this kind of parole stuff. Bottom line here is that Chicago has a similar problem as New York, which is constant recidivists. They also lock up their toothpaste and not their perps. Wow. And let's be clear about something here, because Mamdani is going to face this, and we haven't talked a lot about it. New York City's jail population is going to go down. The number of jail beds is going to go down from 11,300 as part of these reforms to 3,500.
Come on.
We are about to go down. These are numbers. I'm not making this up. This is from the Rikers website. We are about to go down 70% in our capacity to hold people here. We lock nobody up now. Where are these people going to be? They're going to be on.
Yeah, Trump think he's like, I'm not going to talk about the guy, I'm not going to talk about how fat of a slum he is. He's actually losing a little bit of weight. I can lose a few pounds myself, but anyway, on a serious note, the guy's fat. No, let me stop. But yeah, Mayor Brandon Johnson have no answers. All they're going to do is keep on giving you guys these soft filibustering answers of what we really need is to have more resources come in so we can address the real problem. These people with mental illness don't have nowhere to go. They don't have nothing to do. Oh, I know about the teen takeover. That's because the teens in Chicago, they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have nothing to do. They don't have nothing fun. I know this is a tourist city, but there's no fun here. Bull crap. Bull freaking crap. The dude, in my opinion, should have done to him what he did to her. What are y'all thoughts? Let me know what they are by putting them in the comments below this video. Don't forget to do what you see in the elements right here to greatly help the channel. The next video that we'll be doing in chronological order is going to be up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed, which I don't know why, click this icon. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.